I think it's safe to say the Obi-Wan Kenobi series that's coming to Disney Plus is the most anticipated Star Wars live-action project out of everything that we have coming up. Lucasfilm announced that Deborah Chow from the live-action series The Mandalorian will be directing the Kenobi series, and in a recent interview for Directors Roundtable, she talked about the difference between The Mandalorian and the new Kenobi series. They first asked her about the experience on The Mandalorian. The interviewer asked, "Deborah, there were multiple directors on The Mandalorian. I'm curious how that affects the way you worked on your episodes. How much are you thinking about what came before and what came after your specific episodes?" And Chow replied, "It was an interesting experience because we were in there so early. I was there 2.5 months ahead and we prevised everything going in. So as a result, what was really interesting was that all the directors got to really know each other because we'd all been doing previs or prep, as opposed to traditional TV where you may just overlap a little bit with somebody and your ship's passing in the night. We actually started in a lot of ways leaning on each other and collaborating to figure out things like movement, like how are we defining this character by movement. It was almost like a team, which I had never been a part of." Then she was asked about the Kenobi series specifically. They asked her, "You're now working on the Obi-Wan series for Disney Plus. How different will that be directing all the episodes by yourself?" Chow said, "It's definitely going to be different, just in terms of the sheer workload, obviously, of doing the whole thing. But in some ways, I'm going to miss having a team and having people who are there to bounce ideas off of. But then, obviously, the flip side is, it is nice to have a coherent voice and know what you're doing from beginning to end." Now, one thing this does confirm is that Deborah Chow will be the only director on the Kenobi series. There were some credible reports, I think it was last year when they announced the series in August, saying that Ewan McGregor was looking to direct some of the episodes of the Kenobi series himself. But it looks like all that responsibility is on the shoulders of Deborah Chow, and honestly, I'm excited to see her work on the Kenobi series, and that's because she directed chapters 3 and 7 of The Mandalorian, and her episodes are probably my favorite from the first season, if not in the top 3. We know that the Kenobi series is currently being rewritten by a man named Joby Harold, who reportedly was brought on to write the script after Lucasfilm wanted to go on a different direction from the previous scripts that they had. And I wonder how much creative say that Deborah Chow will have with this series after seeing her work in The Mandalorian. It's clear she likes collaboration, so I hope her and Joby Harold work closely together to get the vision for this series down. One good thing about the production of the series right now is that until recently, we have not had a confirmed writer or director for the series. Now, the original writer, if you guys remember last year in August, they said that all the scripts had been written. Well, the scripts were written by a man named Hossein Amini, but there was no director tied to the scripts that Hossein had wrote. So now that we have a confirmed director, which is Deborah Chow, and a new writer, which is Joby Harold, the series is closer to starting production than ever before. Right now, the Kenobi series is looking to start production in January of 2021 with a release window of 2022. And I think this is shaping up quite nicely. One thing that has been a big complaint of mine over there at Lucasfilm was it's taken about 4 to 5 years of planning out the Kenobi series, and we still haven't gotten it yet. It was supposed to be a movie, then we had the spin-offs kind of come and go, and they couldn't really find a director or really the story that they wanted to go for, but they know they wanted to do this for a very long time because Ewan McGregor had to keep quiet about it. So it's kind of annoying that in August they say, hey, we have everything ready, but then earlier this year they come back and say that, oh, we're rewriting the scripts for the Kenobi series, and they got rid of Hossein Amini's scripts and replaced him with Joby Harold. And that's a fine move to do, but it's kind of annoying to say, hey, the scripts are ready, it's August, we're ready to get production on this show going, and then a few months later say, oh, actually, sorry about that, we're not happy with the scripts we have, and we're going to completely change it and rewrite everything within a year time frame, and then start the production on the show. And the production for the show is supposed to start in July. Don't forget, we here on Star Wars Only broke that news a long time ago on the channel saying that there was going to be a third live-action Star Wars show that will start production in July of this year, and I would assume that meant a 2021 release date. Well, that July production was going to be the Kenobi series, and it didn't happen. It turns out it's being delayed until January of 2021. Hopefully we get it out in 2022, but I want to hear your thoughts below. What do you think about Deborah Chow coming in to be the only director for the Kenobi series? Are you excited? Are you nervous? I feel like there's a lot riding on the Kenobi series, and I'm extremely excited to see what they do with it in terms of story and how it's made. I'm Star Wars Only. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe because it does help out the channel. I will see you all next time, and may the Force be with you always.